the resurrection and the life. Find out why only Jesus can make this claim in this episode of 5 Minutes Closer. I'm Vaughn Weatherford, and this is 5 Minutes Closer. For the next 5 minutes, let's explore some biblical truths and apply them to your life. No podcast, including this one, can transform your life or give you what you really need. Only Jesus can do that. You can find out why in what I've called the first five episodes of 5 Minutes Closer. Each following episode explores scriptural truths that, if you follow them, will bring you 5 minutes closer to the person God created you to be. Let's see if we can get you 5 minutes closer. John chapter 11 tells the story of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. After receiving news that Lazarus was gravely ill and knowing that his friend had actually died, Jesus and his disciples traveled to Lazarus' home in Bethany. When he arrived, Lazarus' sisters, Mary and Martha, met Jesus with the news that he already knew. Their brother was dead. The sisters, overcome with their grief, asked Jesus why he delayed in coming. If he had come sooner, he could have healed his friend, as he had done for so many others. In answer to their question, Jesus says something extraordinary, recorded in verse 23. Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." Martha, though somewhat confused, expressed her faith in verse 24. Martha said to him, "I know that he will rise again in the resurrection on the last day." Jesus answered with words we all need to hear in verses 25 and 26. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this?" The resurrection and the life are precisely what this world does not provide. Everything in this world is dying. Everything in this world passes away. What Jesus offers is precisely the opposite. When he offers life, it is a life that cannot end, that cannot be taken away. 3 times Jesus uses the same word for believe. He who believes in me, whoever lives and believes in me, do you believe this? Jesus is the resurrection and the life. Our belief, our faith, is how we receive the resurrection and the life that Jesus is. The word for belief signifies a personal trust. It's something you do. It's you, not your parents, not your family, not your church. You must personally believe in Jesus. He is the sole source of life. He's not one among many. There is no other. What the believer receives is extraordinary. Everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. That's what Jesus said. The phrase is difficult to translate into English with the full force of what Jesus actually said. Jesus uses a double negative. Literally, he says he will not never die. That's poor English grammar, but in the original language of the Bible, it's a way to place emphasis on a thought. If Martha didn't hear anything else he said, if we don't hear anything else that Jesus says, Jesus wants us to hear this: whoever believes in him will never die. That's exactly what we need. Let's suppose you fall and break your leg, and a person happens along while you're laying there on the ground, and they offer to help. They give you a phone number for the emergency room, they give you a map to the hospital, and then they provide a couple of full-color brochures. Another person comes along and says, "I'm a doctor. Let me help you." Which person are you going to be more excited to see? Well, the map and phone number and brochures may be nice, but they're not really what you need. The doctor, on the other hand, can do exactly what you need. He can fix your leg. When we face death, we don't need a philosophy on how to face death. We don't need a phone number to the nearest cemetery. We don't need a brochure for a lovely funeral home. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of those things, except they don't provide the one thing that we do need. We need someone who has defeated death. We don't need someone to tell us about life. We need someone who is life. No one else can make that claim. Jesus alone is the resurrection and the life. He would give evidence of that truth when he would go to Bethany and bring Lazarus back from the dead. He gave the ultimate proof when he himself rose from the dead. That's what we need. And now, you're 5 minutes closer. My prayer is that these 5 minutes have challenged you, inspired you, and caused you to consider applying God's message for your life from His Word. To find out more, visit our website at 5minutescloser.com. Join me next time to see if we can get you 5 minutes closer.